called on the Lord. I said, man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they don't follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahushua they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
We stand alone in setting this truth to our people, to try to get our people out of the hell that we in. Understand, people. Understand, hear me good, DC, that the I.S.U.P.K has a solution for black and Hispanic poverty. You understand? The solution is here in the Bible. You understand? If you got a second, stand around and listen. You understand this? Christianity is destroying us. You understand? Christianity is the reason why Trump is here with military tanks in our neighborhood. The Christianity is the reason why Trump decided he can bring in troops to harass our people. You understand? And the thing is, there's crime. There's crime in D.C. Come on, man. Not enough to bring in the tanks. Not enough to bring in the military. This man doesn't give a damn about you, black man. You understand? He only cares about himself. You understand? Let me get John 1 and 5. John chapter 1, verse 5. We're going to get into this and let you know. We're going to get into the history of Christianity and let you know Christianity is godly. You understand? No one's Christ-like. Christianity, it actually means to be Christ-like. Nobody, nowhere in the Bible, no church celebrates any high holy day in the Bible. Every holiday that we celebrate in the world is of the man, is of the white man. You understand? Is of somebody's culture outside of the Bible. There's no holiday that's celebrated. We don't even know that people can't even name a high holy day in the scripture. Nobody knows. You understand? Being young, when I was in school, I couldn't even pronounce the names of the days, the holidays that the Jewish man had. That's the reason why we were out of school. I couldn't pronounce. I ain't give a damn though. I was out of school. You understand? Let me get that. You got that for me? Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness.
And the light shineth in the darkness. When you understand the Bible, understand that Yahushua, which is Jesus' name. That's Jesus. His name is Yahushua. He's shining light. When you following the Lord, when you're following Yahushua, it's a light. You understand? Right now, we're living in the darkness. There is no light here. You understand? Like, it's all darkness. It's like the blind leading the blind. You understand? How the hell can there be a leader following somebody that can't see? That's exactly what we're doing in Christianity. Go ahead. From the top.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
And the darkness comprehended it not. What does that mean? We're in the darkness. We're in that darkness. We don't understand. We can't understand it. You know why we can't understand it? Because we've been taught lies about Christianity. We've been taught lies by the Christian church. You got a church somewhere near around here saying, what's it called? Some stripper type name. Like, these churches here don't do nothing for us. You understand? I forgot what it's called. Lust or something like that. Lust church or something weird. You understand? But it's not for us. Like, black men, if you want to serve the Most High, it's not that corny way. We're not pocket Bible type dudes where we walk around and keep pulling out the Bible. Like, no, we real men of the Bible. You understand? You get to a flyer, and we gonna learn from each other. You understand? We still learning. We got school. We got classes. We got classes 6 days, 7 days a week. We got online classes. We got physical classes to come to. You understand? Like, it's teaching. It asks any of your questions in the class. People will destroy Christianity right before you. Right before your mama, your grandma, your uncle, your grandfather. Everybody got a pastor, grandfather, or grandmother, or somebody that's teaching, that's not authorized to be teaching. You understand? Let me, give me that one more time, man.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
And when you understand the scriptures, when you get that light, Yahushua is going to be that light. He's going to be that light. Right now, the darkness, I'm going to tell you what the darkness is. The darkness is Christmas Eve. The darkness is Christmas Day. The darkness is every holiday that the white man told to celebrate. Everything, all of that is darkness. It's paganism. Exactly, brother. It's paganism. You understand? And who are the pagans? That's an important thing to understand. The pagans, they worship everything. You understand? The pagans, they worship nature. You know what I'm saying? So if a tree, they'd be like, oh, it's the tree god has grown for shade, and now we must worship. They gonna worship, that's against God, man. That's against the Bible. But it's not against Christianity. You can go to church Christmas, you can go to church on Christmas Day with gifts. They got all types of book roasts, everything against it. Christianity, the church, is the house of Satan. If you want to be understood, it's anti-Christian. Never heard that term, to be anti-Christ? The church is anti-Christ. They don't give a damn about Christ. They don't give a damn. They only care about man's tradition. There's no tradition in the Bible. The Bible is a heritage. This is a whole nation. This is our heritage. This is how we understand how to act, how to treat each other. Without this, we won't know how to treat each other. You understand? And we don't use it. That's why we unalive each other. But the scripture said that oppression make it for wise man angry. Think of a wise man mad. That's the reason why we unalive each other. Because we're mad, man. You understand? We realize that we all being oppressed. But we don't know, we haven't been taught who's our enemy. We think that each other's our enemy. We think, I'm thinking you my enemy because you fuck with me. I'm gonna think you my enemy because we lock eyes with you. You're not my enemy, you my brother. You understand? We supposed to die for each other. We supposed to be protect each other. You understand? What happens to your family is my business. What happens to my family is your business. That's how we supposed to be, man. Like it's not supposed to be that the way it is now. We've been taught that under Christianity, man, because they don't care about it, man. Like they only care about man's tradition. You understand? You can drop that. Let me get a lot. Let me get that. Let me get Psalms chapter 23, verse 4. You understand? Christianity, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this. Christianity is like church has always been a butt of every joke. Every joke about being a pedophile, stealing money from people, it's always in the jokes, but it's so true. Every movie you watch, it's some crooked pastor. You understand? It's some pedophile pastor. But you know what I mean, the ones that wear that with the little hole, with the little white piece on the turtleneck, they oppress us. They oppress our children, and we allow our children to go to the church. We allow them to go into the little programs that they got. Leave them alone with these people, not understanding that these people have power over our children because we look up to them people. So then when they touch our children, we feel like that our children look at it like, dang, it might not be that bad. Because I know my mother, she loves him. You wouldn't do that to me. If it was wrong, you wouldn't be doing it to me. Because my mother loved him, and she loved him. When my mother loved, I love. So I trust this man. The whole time he's a out, man. Touching our children, man. You got that? Let me get,
Psalm chapter 23, verse 4.
Come on, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23, verse 4. Yeah, though I walk through this valley of the shadow of death.
You understand? Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Understand that that valley of the shadow of death, you're gonna have protection. But you can't have protection if you don't know how to keep these laws. You won't have protection if you're living in the darkness and you don't know where the light is. You understand? If you're just going in a circle, you don't know where you're gonna wind up at if it's darkness. You understand? You're gonna go to the first peaceful spot that you find. And that might be some oppressor coming at you with a flyer talking about, do you know Jesus? And it feels all nice, it feels comfy. You understand? But the whole time you're in darkness, you don't see the evil wickedness that he is, man. Alright, brother, you see. You understand? You don't see the wickedness that is there. Right. You understand? But the thing is, we walk through that valley of the shadow of death, and we don't fear nothing because the Most High got us. You understand? This is one of them beautiful precepts, man. Because we understand that we have a power that's over top of us. We don't got to rely on arms. You understand? We don't have to rely on strength. We don't have to rely on any of that. Because we got a power above us. The same power that created the world gives a damn about us, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me.
Man, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. You understand? That rod that's discipline. We gotta be disciplined. You understand? If you act up, you're going to get disciplined. We need to be disciplined. You know why we need to be disciplined? Because we follow Christianity right now that there's no discipline in Christianity. There's no repercussions for things that you do. If you sin or if you do anything, and I don't think Christianity even know a goddamn thing about sin, but if you do something wrong to somebody, you understand, like, you can be forgiven. All you gotta do is say, you say a couple words, you know what I mean, Jesus forgive me and all that, and now you're forgiven. With no repercussions. That's not reality though. Like black man, Spanish man, Latino man, understand. There is repercussions. And we gotta realize that. When the Most High disciplines us, when we're going through hell, that's love right there. Because he wants us to get right. But we don't want to get right. You understand? But understand, when you follow the Most High, there's going to be discipline. Go ahead.
Yea, though I walk through the shadow of valley of the Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Verse 5. Thou preparest the table before me.
You understand? You understand? He said that the Most High prepared the table for us. What is that table that the Most High prepared for us? You understand? That table that the Most High prepared for us is the destruction of our enemies. But guess who are our enemies? Our enemies are the same people that kidnapped us years ago and put us over to this house. You understand? Our enemies are the people that oppress us. The white man. You understand? That's our enemy. It's not us. It's not a brother. It's not a brother that looks like you. You understand? That's not your enemy. Your enemy is the slave man. You understand? That's what that table is being prepared for. Go ahead.
Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine and enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over.
Man, that cup runneth over, man. You understand? Like, how good do it feel, would it feel that to know that the protection and the love that you got, that protect, it's so much that it runneth over. The cup runneth over. You understand? That's what the Most High is going to do for us. You understand? The Most High loves us and wants us to be right. But we don't want to get right because we love Christianity too much, man. You understand? You can drop that. Let me get Baruch chapter 4. You understand? Like there's so much. There's so much in the scriptures for us to unfold. Because we need this. We don't need Christianity. Like we worship Christianity. That they walk around with a cross around that. The whole time the cross was the Romans' way of punishing criminals, of punishing people that were against them. There's nothing sacred or beautiful about a cross. The cross, if you got a family member that was unalive by getting stabbed, you want to walk around with a knife on your neck. You know what I mean? You want to worship a knife. You want to put a knife on your wall in memory of your family members. It doesn't make sense. You understand? We got to realize, man, that there's hell to pay. And that hell is coming from our Christianity, man. Your Christian pastor that lies to us. The Christian pastor has been lying to us for years. We don't even know how to love God. You ask any Christian, how do you show the Most High you love him? They'll tell you a bunch of God. Hey, I don't cuss. They might say something like, I don't use bad words. You know what I mean? I get to the needy when I need to. None of those things represent you loving the Most High. You understand? You got that from? Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 4. And in the hearing of the nobles, and in the kings.
Right, we gonna get this one. Hold on one second. You understand? Because this heavy right here. We're gonna have to get into this and dig all the way into this, man. It's chapter 4, verse 1. You understand? Go ahead, you got it. We gonna get some more on this, man. Y'all, you got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the book of the commandments of God. How can you be a Christian and not know that this is the book of the law? How can you say that the laws are done away with and this book is the book of the law? There's no scripture that says, you know what I said before about this being the book of the law? Scratch that. You know what I mean? It is a book. It is a book of good poetry. It never said that. The laws were never done away with. It said that this is the book of the law. How can we have a God, a power over top of us that don't have no law? How can there be no law? Our oppressor has laws. How can our oppressor have laws and we make sure that we follow them? There's consequences when we don't follow our oppressor laws. We don't think that the God above, that the Most High, the God that created man, everybody, don't have laws. Why would he not give us laws? That's crazy. That's insanity, man. That's not a power, man. That's not, how you gonna say that our oppressor is smarter than the Most High? It don't make sense, man. Go ahead.
And the law that endured forever, all they that keep it shall come to life.
Say it again.
And the law that endured forever, all they that keep it shall come to life.
Man, all they that keep it. He just said we got the key to life right here. He just said all that keep it, will have everlasting life, man. That's simple. The laws are not hard, man. You can drop that. Let me get Isaiah chapter 56. The laws are not even hard. The laws are not hard to follow. If you listen to a pastor, they'll tell you, man, don't try to be perfect. Your pastor, the same man that you look up to, will tell you, you can't be perfect. Some of y'all fall short. He's telling you how to be a second-class citizen. You understand? He don't care about you. There's no love in that man, man. You understand? Go ahead, you got that? Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, keep ye judgment.
We're going to get that. Because this right here, this is about your Christian passion right here. This right here is about your passion. The same person you're going to go see tomorrow. This is about him. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
That's our watchmen, man. They're the same ones that's supposed to watch over us. And they ain't that same darkness because they don't have the Most High. They don't have the scriptures, man. They don't have the truth. That same darkness that we were talking about is your Christian passion. Go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
They are all ignorant. When we go to them for answers. We go to an ignorant man and a woman for answers about God. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. You hear how that sounds? Go ahead.
They are all dumb dogs.
They are all dumb dogs. You understand? When you hear that, you gotta realize being dumb in the scriptures is talking about not being able to speak. Our pastors, they have a voice, but what are they really saying? They're not saying nothing because they dumb dogs, man. That's right. They don't know how to warn us about trouble. Right. They can't warn us. They too busy thinking in their pocket. They too busy putting money in their pocket. They don't care about us, man. They too busy following their oppressor and telling them what to say and what not to say. You understand? Like the Bible is against vote, but you can go to a church and sign up to vote. You can actually go to a church and actually vote. You know what I'm saying? Like that, everything about the Bible is anti-Christ. That's right. You understand? Man, Salaki, everything about the church, Salaki, everything about the church is anti-Christ. Christian church is anti-Bible. It's anti-Christ. They do not follow the Bible. You understand? Go ahead.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down.
Man, they sleeping, they lying down, man. You know why they lying down? Because they full. They full. They be getting fat off of us. You understand? They getting fat off of our grandmother, our father. You understand? The reason why they lying down and they slumbering because they full. Their stomachs is full, man. They got the itis. They got the itis from your money, from your hard-working money, off of your money. You understand? Off of your grandmama money. You understand? That's why they can't speak. That's why they sleepy, man. They don't know how to teach us. They can't lead us. Go ahead.
Loving to slumber Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
They can never have enough. That's why they ain't gonna never reach that goal for the building fund. I mean, they got it. They reached it. But you ain't gonna never know that. They gonna keep that number down in front of you. But understand, they ain't gonna never be satisfied. They gonna still keep telling you, damn, it's almost done. They gonna treat you like Dr. Umar and tell you, man, the white man's again. That's the problem. You understand? We would have had the building fund a long time ago, but it's our oppressor. You know how they do us, man. They ain't gonna, they don't want the black church to prosper. Whole time they're working with your oppressor, man. Whole time they are our oppressors, man. You understand? And with that, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Under Commander General Yahanna since 1969. We're bringing this truth out, letting our people know that we are the true Israelites, you understand? That we are the people of the Bible. And with that, DC, we like you. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Yeah, Babylon is falling. In the bullshit.